Well, hello, I'm Mike Festiva. Welcome back. We're going to skip the intro in this episode. If you've been following along, I'm sure you've seen the intro many times. So in this video, we're going to do some weather sealing, some insulating, go to a serious battle with some carpenter ants that decide to move into the cabin, and get a cedar ceiling up. So enjoy the episode. First off, we got to do some kind of boring work, but it's caulking all the weather, kind of doing a little weather seals around this thing. Basically caulk the bird blocks, the base of the walls, all that kind of stuff where you can get some airflow or bugs crawling in. So I'm going to jump into that and start taking care of this so we can get onto the insulation and then onto the fun stuff like seeing the cedar ceiling go up. All right, we're up here at the mill, pulling down this stack of cedar and that stack right there. I already pulled another stack from over here. Okay, I milled this a long time ago for interior ceiling for a different cabin and used some different wood instead. So this stuff's coming down, take it down to the little mini cabin, and we're gonna start working on the ceiling. Got a helper today. You gonna cut some wood? Where's your chainsaw?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, good job. There you go. To calculate, make sure this is going to be enough. Unfortunately, these are 8-foot boards, I think, and I kind of need 12s in there, so there's going to be a lot of seams, but that is what it is. Milled it like a few years ago, so it's like bone dry. Just going to go through and buff out the tops a little bit, knock off any of the fresh dust on here, around the edges a little bit, and kind of keep a rough cut look. This is new growth, like second growth, so really wide grain, but it will be nice and bright in there, which I'm kind of going for in this little cabin. So there we go. Well, got the whole stack sanded. I just want to buff off the high points and the slivers on it, soften the rough cut a little bit. But these little cordless tools are amazing. Not only does it have its built-in dust collection, but that thing's full again. I did it all with a fresh charged battery and I can't see if you can see that or not. Basically half a battery. I did it, I think key was I ran it on 2 and not 3 for the speed, but man, cordless is a nice way to go. This is just a Harbor Freight Hercules, but it's what I can afford, and they do everything I need to do with them. So built quite a few cabins with my circular saw and impact gun. I've had no complaints about it. No, I'm not plugging it. This thing I paid out of pocket for when I saw them. They came out and they went on sale for like 59 bucks, and boom, got a good little sander here. All right, let's jump in there. I think unfortunately we got to put up some insulation before we can get the cedar up, but I want to do this while we have a nice day out here in the spot still in the shade. Let's jump inside and get that insulation done. Not looking forward to it. So 32 boards, figure out the width of them. I don't know, they're probably 8.5 inches. Some of them vary, some of them a little thinner. To do a little calculation and see if I'm even close. I think that's going to be really close to doing it, but we'll find out. As you see, I went from day to night there. A lot of times I'm just kind of fitting an hour here, 2 hours there. Sometimes on the weekend, sometimes like tonight here, I'm doing this after I get home from a 10-hour workday at my main job. So just try to fit in a little bit of time when I can and just kind of bite off little portions of this project. And it's definitely taken a little longer than I expected it to. I was hoping to be done about a month ago, but things come up in life, and you can't always be as quick as you think you're going to be. It's always quicker in your mind when you plan out a project than in reality. But you know what? I'm making it happen, and it's getting done. Because I'm working with 2x4s in the roof and 2x3s in the walls, I decided to go for that really wide, I think they're like 6-foot wide rolls of it's Mylar backed insulation for pole barns, and it's kind of got a plastic white backing on it. I bought it for a few different projects, and it seemed to be working out pretty good. Just have to cut it to length and width. So this is pretty discouraging. Last night I noticed a few ants in here. Put up some insulation on the ceiling. This morning I came down, sprayed some ant spray around the base of anywhere they can climb into here. Pulled back that sheet of insulation, and there was literally like 300 ants up here, and they're still walking around. I've been spraying and killing. You can see these are all smashed ones on the floor. And I gotta start pulling back that insulation I just put up because they're going up above it and trying to build a nest. How discouraging is that? These are those big carpenter ants too. You can see the length of them. Super frustrating. So I've just been pulling down this insulation. This one I thought was good. Just pulled it down to look at all the carpenter ants up here. Major infestation. They're just dropping off of here. I've been spraying them with ant spray. Got diatomaceous earth to go around the outside. This is its major setback. I gotta get rid of all these things. I can't keep moving ahead on this project if they're moving in from outside. All right, just got off of work, hauled some plywood home after work. I got 4 sheets of this nice 1/4 inch. This is the same stuff I used on my mini truck camper. But I was pretty happy after taking out all those ants. I mean, what you guys saw in video was just a small portion of how many I actually had in the ceiling I got rid of. Went through, resealed all the bird blocks. Also went through and didn't have this trim on here, so they're just walking between the door and the trim. So I put the weather seal on this trim and sprayed around the perimeter. And inside I used kind of indoor stuff that's not gnarly. It's like kind of like, I don't know, it's got citrus oil and different stuff like that. But outside I use more toxic nastiness. But yeah, I got 4 sheets of this. I was gonna start on the triangles up here when I get time. And this one. And then I can start on insulating the ceiling again. But the cool thing is, a few days ago I came in here after battling them, found 5 or 6 ants. Next day I found 2 or 3, and today I only found 1. So I'm gonna keep looking around here for another few days, and if they're staying put, I haven't seen them outside either. I might be able to start finishing up the ceiling, get this thing insulated, and get it moved, because I don't want them infiltrating this thing again. So in the original plan, I wanted to have a window up in the loft, but I was really kind of running out of room between the studs and the walls. So I got on Amazon and found these little sailboat port light windows that open up. Pretty small, but enough to get some good airflow. I may have to build a little screen for summertime camping just to keep the bugs out. But yeah, I think they were like 45 bucks. If this is going to work for a little mini camper of yours, a little mini tiny home, I'll put links below. You can check it out. If you order through there, it doesn't cost you anymore, but definitely helps me make these projects a little better. I mean, for 45 bucks for opening and closing a sealed window, it's not a bad way to go. Now, I know some of you are dealing with a heat wave in the Midwest and different parts of the U.S. It's like low to mid 60s and raining today. So I want to start on the cedar ceiling. We're going to probably try to set up the chop saw stand inside because I just don't want the cedar getting really wet out there, and I don't really feel like working in the rain. It's not that bad, but we'll try to see what we can do in here and start getting the ceiling up.
Talking over all them blue old days, and I don't wanna feel sober by any blue day always. So tell them I'm gone, still not far away. Tell the friends that we can find our way. And it's a newfangled day for hanging out in the rain. Everyone says we know just how to pray, but we're still talking over all them blue old days. And I don't wanna feel sober by any blue days always.
Well, I really wanted to get the entire ceiling done on this video, but it just wasn't in the cards. Too many other things going on. Weather got nice again. Beautiful weather out now. I did finish up this side of the ceiling, as you guys can see. This whole side over here, I'm just gonna jump ahead in the next video and have it done so we can start on something new, like the walls, doing some insulation, covering it with some sheeting, maybe starting the kitchen counter. If I do that, I'll definitely have to order a few things for that, so I better get some stuff ordered. I have to put a comment up here. It just cracked me up. I think it was Valley Tractor Service and some numbers. Funny comment from the fella. I enjoyed it, and I'll put it right up here. And even though it does feel like my videos and my channel has been shadow banned, the algorithm's been downright awful for the last year and a half. I have to say, the last video I put out about 5 days ago, last cabin video you guys saw, I think I got about 7,500 views on it. And YouTube claims they've recommended that video to 130,000 people. Supposedly, they just didn't want to click on it. So I have a good core of about 10,000 people that watch this cabin series. And even though that's a tiny fraction of my subscribers, I'm going to continue on this cabin series so everybody can see it finish up, the 10,000 that have been watching it. And I kind of enjoy documenting it for my own work, you know, look back on it, see how it came along. So I'm going to keep on with that, and yeah, until next time, I think we're going to put up this video and then we're going to jump onto some other stuff. It's summertime, been having fun. I fixed up a boat last winter, and I've been taking it out and doing some fishing and cruising around on the lake and out in the salt water. So might finally get that video compiled, and I'm sure it'll get like 8 to 10,000 views and then stop. But hey, you might encourage a few of you guys to get a boat, maybe a money pit, maybe not. So far, this one hasn't been a money pit, but time will tell. All right, until next time, take care. Bye.